judgment separates. It's sad to sense the months and the decades of distance that can happen when our brain is drawing on old information to evaluate and filter our experience, and we just tense against others. So mindfulness helps us recognize and quiet judgment enough so that we can activate that imagination that lets us see fresh, see in new ways. Because really, to love someone is to imagine them fully, both just as they are now with their natural human vulnerability and as they are becoming. Because people change, people evolve, and we can sense this. We can sense people evolving, their potential to manifest spirit, and we can support it. So we're going to practice. We'll take a moment, wherever you are, just to pause and sense yourself pausing. This is a practice on presence and imagination when we've been constricted by judgment. So feeling that pause, feeling your breath, feeling your body. And choose someone in your personal circle, people you know, someone you care about, but whose way of behaving triggers judgment, reactivity, where you can feel a distance. So you're choosing someone that's not a major threat, where there's not big trauma involved, but someone where you just get reactive, annoyed, angry, resentful, and there's just been a kind of judgment and distance. And let yourself honestly connect with the reaction. Like you might have a time in mind where they triggered you and what you're believing about them, their flaws, how they're wrong in some way, how they should be different. And to let yourself actually feel what happens inside you when they are being the way they are. Just what comes up, honestly. Anger, dislike, distaste, fear. And with whatever comes up, hold it with compassion. Give a total green light to whatever comes up inside you. Forgive the reaction. Accept it. Be kind towards it. And then deepen that kindness. So you're really holding your own human heart with a very compassionate presence. It's okay. It's natural to react. And then from that presence, and breathe and feel a little more space inside you and around you. From that presence, see if you can look at the other with eyes of curiosity, interest. Where does it hurt? Just imagine that inside them. What's it like being you? What are you afraid of? What are you wanting and not getting? You might imagine them not as their behavior, but as a younger version of themselves and vulnerable. What's the longing? What's the need? Is the need to be seen or valued, understood, loved, safe? And extend your imagination. What if they got what they needed? Just imagine them getting that feeling safe, feeling loved, feeling seen, so that the layers of their reactivity can drop away and just see the more true, free version of them when they're happy, peaceful, feeling loving and loved. See who they are becoming. You might even mentally whisper thou or namaste, in some way honoring their spirit. And then sensing, who are you when you're imagining this larger reality? And what's possible in your relationship with this other being? What becomes possible? Just simply resting in the possibility of seeing more and more with the eyes of love.